SpongeBob has an inconsistent history when it comes to quality, but his current era is better than you think, and people aren't giving it the credit it deserves. Take it from someone who's watched almost every single episode in the most recent seasons, the bar of the show has risen. Let's dive in. So first of all, let me be clear. The golden era of SpongeBob from 1999 to 2004 is the best, and always will be. To even think about saying otherwise would be crazy. However, while the show has changed over the years, there's still so much you're missing out on if you ignore the newer episodes. Dismissing an entire era as garbage almost feels like a disservice to the show and its crew, especially for what they managed to accomplish. Yes, this was me at one point, and yeah, opinions can change. But what do I consider the modern era of SpongeBob? Pretty much anything 2015 to modern day. With Sponge out of water, Steven Hillenburg came back to the show in a much smaller role. But to prove my point that the modern era has a few surprises, I figure the best way is through episodes. This is for all of you who love the earliest seasons, who just want to like SpongeBob again. I'm gonna keep things short and sweet, just to get to as many episodes as I can. Let's kick it off with Bulletin Board. After Mr. Krabs installs a bulletin board in the Krusty Krab, we see what the residents of Bikini Bottom write about. The whole thing feels like a commentary on the internet, and because that technology isn't shown underwater for obvious reasons, this is the next best thing. Bulletin Board is full of well-written jokes, and a must-watch for anyone who cares about internet humor. SpongeBob in Random Land is a trippy spectacle where SpongeBob and Squidward go on a delivery mission. In Random Land, quite literally anything is possible. It's an adventure episode that reveals genuine creativity from the show's crew members. Every second, there's something new to notice. From these wild character designs to how the buildings are set up. Random Land goes as far as possible to be unpredictable, feeling like an even crazier version of Rock Bottom. I don't know how they pulled that off, but I really like it. Mimic Madness is when SpongeBob loses his sense of self after copying everyone in Bikini Bottom. It's actual character developments too. We get to see most of the main characters take the spotlight, which is a formula for some of the show's best episodes. This is also proof that modern SpongeBob isn't just blindly optimistic all the time, which is just like how he was in the classic era. Oh yeah, and we can't forget about the song that feels like it came straight out of Broadway. SpongeBob shares a heartfelt tune about forgetting his identity.
To whom am I speaking?
This is gold. My leg does the impossible. It takes an overused background character's joke and turns it into a full episode, with the twist that it actually works. It was funny to see all the ways he gets his leg hurt. The crew is well aware of the joke, constantly reinventing it so it doesn't get old. Now, Dream Hoppers is like a spiritual successor to Sleepy Time, mixing in elements of Fantasia to create this wonderful story of, well, hopping through dreams. Who would have guessed? SpongeBob chases a living Krabby Patty through various landscapes with a mix of classical and weird music, driving everything forward. Fun fact, Dream Hoppers is one of the only episodes in the entire show that has no dialogue. It doesn't actually need it. The most impressive thing here is easily the animation. I mean, look at it. It's so smooth. I just want more of this kind of stuff. Chef Bob is when SpongeBob gets stage fright at the Krusty Krab, so he invents a new persona that's just a puppet version of himself who tells jokes. There's a lot to love here, but the main appeal is in its comedy. We also get more angry SpongeBob, which gives him more personality as a character. Life Insurance follows that classic formula of SpongeBob and Patrick messing with Squidward. This time around, SpongeBob's life is in danger until he decides to get life insurance, and he and Patrick will always be protected. There are a few surprisingly dark jokes here, like getting money after someone dies. Most of the episode's humor surrounds death in some way, which is, once again, something you don't expect in the modern era. One Trick Sponge is a shorter episode where SpongeBob learns a new magic trick, but can't find an audience to show it to. Most of the story here is fine, but the main highlight comes in this trippy animated segment with all the cards. as a nod to Alice in Wonderland, it's fun and goes to show you what the crew is capable of. This is the kind of thing that didn't really happen in the Golden Era, so it's nice they're experimenting. SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout is a celebration of the entire SpongeBob show, featuring Patchy the Pirate and lots of old character cameos. There's also this real life segment where the voice actors took on their roles at the Trusty Slab, and why was this so good? They clearly loved making this. Big Birthday Blowout was like a mini movie, and it's one of the most well-written stories in the modern era. Feral Friends reveals key characters of SpongeBob, like Patchy, and even the French narrator himself.
Hello, French narrator speaking.
Wow. It's a story with higher stakes than normal, as everyone in Bikini Bottom becomes their normal animal selves. This is one of those rare episodes that actually has lore for the SpongeBob universe. And no, I'm not kidding. It builds on what we know about the show and expands it into something special. Finally, Mermaid Pants is when SpongeBob and Patrick become Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Because the voice actors are gone, this is the crew's way of keeping the characters alive. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy are such staples to Bikini Bottom that they won't replace the voice actors, but they will keep the legacy going. Also, Mermaid Pants is full of great humor, especially with the narrator. Now listen, you don't have to watch every episode of Modern SpongeBob. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. What I am saying though, is that you should keep more of an open mind with the show. Not every single episode is worth watching. In fact, you can probably skip a bunch of them. But there are so many great things that fans ignore. Despite what my 2016 self said, Modern SpongeBob is not complete garbage. There are gems every once in a while, and it's not a bad thing. The show is still going. Anyway, which must-watch episodes would you add to my list? Let's talk in the comments. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.